Let me go over now to Ruth Sentamu, and we'll stay, if we may, with the off-grid and mini-grid issue. ADB President Adesina mentioned access as a very crucial challenge, and in fact, that is certainly true in your own country. Some regions have, with rural communities, have less than 50% who have access to electricity. Your government, therefore, has made it a priority to change that. Solar energy as part of microgrid and off-grid systems could help, but is finance in fact a bottleneck for projects of that type? And what kind of mechanisms are you trying to work with to leverage capital for such solutions?
Thank you very much. First of all, on behalf of my delegation from Uganda, I'd like to express our gratitude to the government of Germany for this arrangement that has been well organized, which is giving us an opportunity to share our experiences. I bring you greetings from Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, and I'm placing an invitation to all of you to come and visit. Secondly, Uganda attained her political stability in 1986, and at that time, our generation capacity was 100 megawatts. So we've been walking a journey of increased access to electricity by putting in place the necessary regulations and strategies. And as I speak now, access to electricity in Uganda is 57%, out of which 19% is on grid and 38% is off grid. So our robust national electrification strategy is going to help us achieve 100% connection by 2030. So we have opened up space for public involvement in electricity generation, transmission, and distribution. We are decentralizing electrification. And we are targeting access to electricity by the communities which are far off the national grid. And that's when we talk about the mini grids. Working with many development partners, and I'm very grateful for the government of Germany, GIZ, KfW, and others, we realized that we need to open up to real and genuine access to finances. You very well know that the investment that you put in generation and distribution contributes 60% to end user tariff. We have worked around the clock to make sure that we determine the renewable energy feed-in tariff. It is at 7.1 US cents per kilowatt hour. But this is still expensive. It cannot be affordable by the communities. And when you sit here and discuss about access to electricity, you must take care of affordability of this electricity. You will end up stranded with infrastructure where people are connected to electricity, but they cannot afford to use it. So true meaningful access to electricity must mean affordability and reliability of that electricity. So the government of Uganda is trying to make sure that we come up with projects that can make the users use this electricity in productive manner. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we've been hearing about carbon credit, about money that we can invest in power generation, but we are not seeing it. The question you have put across has an affirmative answer. Finance is very critical. Where can we get this money from? Where is it? How can we access it? Like President Ruth said this morning, Africa has untapped potential. Europe has the technology. You know how to get access to these finances. Why is Africa not assisted to get access to these finances. It is critical. I mean, affordability is critical. How can Africa be helped to develop, exploit responsibly her natural resources, to get money, to invest in renewable energy, so that we use our own money? We are not poor. We have the minerals. We have the resources. We have discovered oil. We need help from Europe. We don't need resolutions to stop us from developing our natural resources. No. We need to be assisted with technologies that will help us exploit our petroleum resources responsibly so that we can get money to invest in renewable energy, which is clean. This is what most of European countries have done. You have exploited your natural resources. Some of you have done it irresponsibly. Africa is crying for getting money to invest so that we don't come here and beg. But we need your support to make sure that we use what we have to exploit the sun that we have, the wind that we have, the geothermal that we have, the nuclear potential that we have. We don't want resolutions that stop us from doing that exploitation. Africa needs the technology that Europe has. Europe needs the resources that Africa has.
So there's the potential win-win. Thank you very much.
It is a potential win-win in that way.
Yeah.
I think His Excellency Ruto put it better for me when he called for genuine partnership. Genuine partnership. Can we sit and try to exchange our shoes so that we fit in and feel how comfortable or uncomfortable the shoes are? With the energy crisis in Europe, would you come out and criticize somebody who is using coal to make sure that people don't freeze to death? So by exchanging our shoes and try to fit in, we will be able to appreciate how comfortable or uncomfortable these shoes are. And as Africa leapfrogs, we shall need the hand of Europe to help us not to crash as we leapfrog. Because if we crash, we will not crash alone. We will crash with everybody. So genuine partnership is all that we need, and I know that it can make us achieve a great deal. Thank you so much for the opportunity.